spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Prescott now. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Oh, wide open, complete. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10. A big play here for Dallas. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Prescott. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. Now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Bulldozes past him. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings feature back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. 2nd in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. Complete, Jefferson the target. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Cousins gives way to Cook. Trucks over him. Cook able to escape. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. In the NFL in 2020, only Derrick Henry had more yards after contact than Dalvin Cook, and runs like we just saw. That's why.
Yeah, and this is most definitely the guy you want running the football when you need the tough yards on third down. And he moves the chains and then some as he shakes off that first contact. And as they said in the 70s, he just keeps right on trucking.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, so they take just the one here, and that makes it an 8-7 game in the first. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Prescott off play action. Looking deep for Julio. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Play fake. Cousins. This to C.J. Ham, the fullback. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll run on first down. Cook. Oh, he bowls over him. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Check Michael. Wide. Right here. Hey, check.
A give. This is Cook. Busts through the tackle. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Vikings.
Single, slop. Hey, you're on
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
check.
A first down throw for Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When you think about this strong safety position, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And he's got room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, check Michael. Easy.
Now Cousins.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Cook will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Cook, they'll try and run it.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
That catch good for only a couple.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to improvise. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On play action, Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. It's taken to the 26. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott looking downfield for Jones, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Cousins. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. To throw again on second down. Prescott.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half. Prescott flush to his right. Looking deep for Julio. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Second and 6.
Now a second down and 6.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And Cook has it, left side.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Cousins from the gun on third.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They go play action. Cousins. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
On second down, Cousins again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
First and at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. And they'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Set him back 5. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
For Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
And taken right at the 35. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Second and 6. Again, it's Cook. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. To throw, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
4th down and 1.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And some room to work. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Justin Jefferson coming off such a sensational rookie year. He wows him again here with big yardage after the catch.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try. Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep. And he'll be stopped shy of the goal line here. So the lead will remain at 6 points.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offense has spent a lot more time working on it, That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Prescott on 1st down. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys will have the lead if they can hit the PAT. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that's incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Cousins. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Cook. And he will have a Vikings 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Play action now. Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott, sliding out of the pocket. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So now here are the Vikings faced with a big two-point conversion attempt.
Cook, they'll try and run it.
And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for two. And now the lead stays at 5.
Cowboys 22.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points.
They start on the ground with Elliott. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
Of note, that last throw right there, putting him over 3,000 yards passing now for the year.
And when you start running the numbers in your head and realize that we're not halfway done with the season yet, you think to yourself, could this be a 6,000-yard season? That's definitely on the table.
From the red zone now, Prescott being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
Now here's Pollard. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Here's Prescott. And this is caught. And it's a three-point game. So that effort gives him a three-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him.
It's a turnover on downs.
Zeke going to get it on the option. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go to Elliott again. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that,